Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Really good game. I was a little bit, a lot of these games promise a lot, but they end up never being anything. You're sold pretty much a lemon at the end. But this game was highly entertaining. Both teams going back and forth. But at the beginning, it was mostly Liverpool that were holding possession of the ball because they were in Chelsea's first half, dominating and keeping control of the ball. I thought that's how the game was going to be played out all the way to the end. And of course, it's football and things change at the drop of a dime. And it was really nice to see what happened towards the end with Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea should have won this game. I thought Chelsea should have won this game. They created a lot of really good, clear chances and very good performances from Jackson. Enzo, my God, Enzo played the best game since he's put on that jersey. But Liverpool, like I said in the beginning, they were controlling the game for most of the first half. And then slowly but surely, Chelsea came and started getting into the game. The goal from Liverpool, that pass from McAllister to Salah, it's such a simple pass, and yet a lot of people don't execute that pass. And I think it's just because of the way you saw the wingback, Colwill, that was right next to, well, not right next to, but really close enough to be able to intercept the ball. A ball like that's being passed. A lot of midfield, whether you're a midfielder or some other player, they don't make those kind of passes. And it's very aggravating as a spectator because you're watching and you're like, why don't you just give him the pass? Because to us, it seems very, very simple, very practical, right? Especially if you have a player like Salah. Salah is the type of player, you give him a pass like that and he's going to bring it down and he's not going to lose the ball. If that was Nunez, for example, he would have, he would have lost the ball more than likely. I think he would have lost the ball. And the only thing I could say about Nunez is if he would have been able to control the ball in the first place, he would have just ran forward. He's very vertical, and I like that about Nunez. But something tells me in that instant, he would have just touched it right back to McAllister. The pedigree, I guess, whatever you want to call it, that McAllister has, being able to pass it without a moment's thought, that South American, Argentinian quality that he has. And I didn't think he had that good of a game compared to Szoboszlai. I thought Dominic Szoboszlai had a better game. I was surprised to see how strong Szoboszlai is. I saw him play before in Leipzig, but I didn't know he played that well. I didn't know he was that strong. He had that one good run in the beginning, and unfortunately, Jota got in the way. They were kind of deciding who was going to take the shot. Yeah, no, he had a really good game. Szoboszlai had a really good game. I definitely think he's going to bring something interesting and something that Liverpool were missing in the midfield, especially when it comes to defending. Definitely. They're not going to miss, Fabinho or Thiago Alcantara. McAllister, if you can extract anything from the way he played in Brighton, I mean, he's going to be also a great addition and feature for Liverpool. I think he's going to be just as good as Enzo. There's heavy price tag on Enzo and this huge expectation on Enzo, which I think he delivered today. But McAllister's just as good, and I think he's going to be just as great. It's going to take him probably, a couple of games to integrate himself into the team and to do what he did at Brighton, hopefully. You never know how, because it's a different system, different squad. I think it's a better squad, not by a mile, because Brighton had a special team. They had a really good team. On paper, it's supposed to be a better team. I think we will see really good stuff from McAllister. Enzo, second half, hats off, man. He played such a great game. It reminds me of his debut, like where he was miles away from everybody else. In this game, he was just doing, especially the second half, he was doing everything. Everything was just working for him. Everything, defending, especially just with the ball. When he was on the ball, he was he was summoning the midfield gods. Just the way he was stepping on the ball, he was dragging the ball. I think he did like this cheeky one little play between two players twice. He did that twice. Oops. Kicked my camera there. He did this. I don't know if it was like the little drawback that Neymar does behind his leg, but Enzo plays such a great game. I was surprised, and finally he could kind of justify, sort of, even though you just can't. It's just ridiculous amount of money for a player that I think like McAllister could do what Enzo does or is going to be able to do in the future. McAllister, I think, could do the same thing, worth half that price or less. So, but still, good game from Enzo. Jackson was amazing today. The only thing I would say about Jackson is the first half, he wasn't able to do what he did in the second half when he had that run against Konate. He had opportunities. There was one especially when he took on someone towards on the right flank, and then he had all this real estate that he could have gone one-on-one, and he would have passed them. He would have gone past the defender. And bar none, there was nobody faster than Jackson on that pitch. Nobody would have been able to stop him. And it just seems like he kind of hesitated, kind of doubted himself, and maybe that'll come with, subsequent games where he'll be able to clear that. and get over that hurdle. Everything else, I thought he did a really good game. I almost dare to say that Nkunku what? Like you don't need Nkunku for the time being. You don't need him. You know, if anything, it'd be a good addition when he comes into the game. Hopefully both of them could play together. But I don't think Chelsea is gonna miss Nkunku for the time that he's gonna be off the pitch. I think Jackson's gonna get the job done. Trent Alexander-Arnold seems like he's tired. Seems like he needs a change of scenery. Seems like he needs to go to a different team because attacking obviously, and of course his weakness you could say is defending. But he made a couple of mistakes, and it's the first game. And I didn't see even Gallagher make those kind of mistakes. Actually, Gallagher, I thought, had a decent enough game. Not enough, in my opinion, to be staying and be part of the Chelsea squad. But, Trent Alexander-Arnold, I thought he made way too many mistakes. And by that, I'm saying like 4, maybe 3, 4 mistakes. That could have cost the Liverpool. Oh, there was the penalty that I want to point out. That penalty from Jackson. Look, this is not close to the body. This is, my arms are close to my body, but my hands are just sitting here freely, and that should have been a penalty. It's like, make up your damn mind about what a penalty is. My forearms are exposed, my hands and my forearms. Everything else is just close to my body. This shouldn't count as not being a penalty, or shouldn't count as being close to the body. This is away from the body. So I didn't agree with that call. That should have been a penalty. Really good way to start off the season for both teams. Now I'm more interested to see Chelsea play because of what I saw from Jackson mostly. Enzo also. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull off that kind of gameplay in a consistent manner. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. And I'm more willing to give Jackson the opportunity just because he's new to the team. He's new to the league. But Enzo, I mean, it's already been 6 months plus. Definitely interested to see what Jackson brings in. And the Chelsea, I'm curious to see if it's going to work out. Definitely they're going to do better than they did last year because, again, like I said, it's, it can't get any worse than that. I mean, it can, but I doubt it's going to get any worse than that. So I think Chelsea are going to have a better season, a slightly better season. But again, top 4, maybe, but I don't think so. Liverpool look closer to that, in my opinion. Yeah, they look closer to that. So we'll see. Other than that, look, really good game. I'm happy, and it was a good game. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for future vids, of course, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.